they were seconds away from smelling the roses.
Running into the kicker, number 9, defense.
Let me tell you, this is a really nice job by him because he leaves the leg up there, as a punter is taught.
But they ended up in the hands of Wisconsin.
It's tough. Came close 2 years in a row. Don't get to go. It's tough.
It's tough to deal with it, you know, because you're going to replay a lot of things in your mind because you are so close. It could be one little thing.
Michigan State won't be getting any roses this year, but they accepted an invitation to Tampa Bay, Florida, where they will meet the Georgia Bulldogs in the Outback Bowl.
I've experienced it firsthand. It's a great bowl, great city. I think it's a bowl game that's always going to match two top teams up, one from the Big Ten and one from the Southeast Conference. It's going to be very competitive.
Michigan State will play the University of Georgia, a team they lost to in the Capital One Bowl in 2008, and one D'Antonio thinks will match up well against the Spartans.
Two defenses I think are very similar in terms of, at least statistically, they seem similar. The turnover margin, I think they want to run the ball, we want to run the ball and be balanced. So there's a lot of similarities.
Even though MSU is looking ahead to Georgia, the Big Ten championship loss and the competitiveness of college football hasn't gone far from D'Antonio's mind.
I think there's a lot of parity. I think the difference in winning and losing sometimes hangs by a thread. You can certainly see that in our game the other night. So a lot of parity, a lot of coaches that are very good coaches schematically and fundamentally that are getting their guys to play at a high level, and so because of that, I think you see a lot of competitive games.
With a 10-3 record, D'Antonio has become one of the coaches he praises, and his team hopes to continue that success by ending the season on a win.